Right. Hello, everyone. This morning, we're going to do something a little bit different. I usually start sitting down. It's a little bit of a meditation, but today I was thinking it would be nice if we started standing up. So let's, wherever you are, just feel free to stand up. Um, and I think it's nice to start a practice, not start a practice, have a practice that you can do at any time. And standing is a pretty common thing that people do. So if you're ever feeling anxious or like you just need an extra second to ground and calm yourself, this is something that you can always come back to. So if you want to bring your feet to about hip distance apart, you don't have to for this practice, but um, for the future of this class, we'll bring our feet to hip distance apart. You can check that by bringing your two fists together in front of you or in front of you, between your big toes. And just really focus on the connection of your feet to the ground and sway here, but do it smaller than you think you need to. So just a slight movement and really focus on your feet and feeling how that feels in your body. You can go forward, back a little bit. Just a nice little sway. See if you can really press your feet into the ground or into your shoes. You could do this with your shoes on. And see if you can find the place where you're swaying but you feel still. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like a gentle rocking. You can even close your eyes if that feels comfortable, if you feel balanced. And just continue to focus on your feet and how they're pressed into the ground, holding you there, keeping you upright. Your whole skeleton is balanced on your feet. You can bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. Feel your belly and your chest rise. Long, slow, deep breath out. Feel them fall. And you can continue rocking here. Feeling into your feet, connecting with your body and your breath. Try not to extend your legs too far, like overextend. Keep a slight bend in the knees. Helps to feel the feet even more. And you can slow the rocking down even more so that if you close your eyes, you can feel the movement. But if you open your eyes, it's like you're barely moving. I invite you to close your eyes though for that feeling. As long as you feel balanced, if you feel dizzy or like you're gonna fall, definitely open your eyes or sit down. And finally, just come to stillness in the center. Maybe you even notice with your eyes closed that your body is never totally still. You can still feel your feet pressed into the ground. Long, slow, deep breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. You can flicker your eyes open. Flicker your eyes open. Let your hands come back down to your sides. Sometimes when you're feeling restless, that's all you need is a little moment to come back to your body, come back to your center, your stillness, maybe your heartbeat. And we'll make this practice, this standing practice, a little bit stronger now. So once you've come back to your body, your safe center, then you can add some strength and some confidence and some stability into that strength. So we'll begin that by lifting your toes off of the ground and spreading them wide. Feel how that engages the front of your lower legs. Engage your thighs. What that means is don't lock them out, but keep a slight bend and just really engage the muscles. You can engage the muscles as if you were trying to bend your legs and also straighten them at the same time. So sometimes that helps to imagine if you were trying to pull the mat or the ground apart with your feet. That really helps to engage the whole leg. You can start to feel how that engages the low abs as well. Engage your glutes, squeeze your glutes. Roll the shoulders back and down the spine. That's going to engage the back. But you want to keep your ribs from flaring out. So tuck the ribs back in. Your whole abdomen is engaged. Back is engaged. Arms come out to the side. Hands, palms face forward. Spread the fingers wide as you can. Bring the chin parallel to the ground. And take a breath and inhale. And I want you to envision your favorite mountain. If you have a favorite mountain, if you don't have a favorite mountain, just think of a mountain. And this is you right now, here in this pose. You are unmoving, you are strong, You are a mountain, grounded into the earth, sustaining life, letting the sun beam down on you, the rain beat down on you, washing away anything that feels like it no longer serves you. Long, slow, deep breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. Keep holding that strength here. You can do it. This is not a sometimes mountain can be portrayed as a relaxed pose or a resting pose, and this is one of the most strengthening postures if you do it in this way. So if you can keep those toes lifted, the legs pulling the ground apart, you are strong here. Feel your strength. Feel your feet grounded into the ground. One more long, slow, deep breath. In and out. And you can relax the toes back down to the ground. Relax the fingers, the legs, the hips. If it feels comfortable to you, you can close your eyes again and feel how your body feels now. Maybe you can feel your heart beating a little bit more now. Let's inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center and follow. Let the hands come down to the ground. Or if you have a block or a water bottle, something that you can, or a chair, something that you can bring your hands to. You can bend one knee and then the other. And go back and forth like this. Turn sideways here. You can bring your attention back to your feet and how they press one and then the other more into the ground. You can feel how that opens up the back of the legs. And then see if you can find some stillness. Remember not to lock out the knees, but keep a slight bend, or even more of a bend if that is more comfortable for you in your practice. We're also not bending the body, rounding the back here. We're a hinge from the hips. So we're elongating the spine, keeping an elongated spine without locking out the knees, just keeping that slight bend or a large bend in the knees. I said to find stillness, and then I'm having a hard time myself trying to find stillness. Feeling restless this morning. But it's nice to remember that I can always go back to my breath and close my eyes, focus on my body, focus on how, when I bend my body in this way, when I make this shape, how it feels in my body. I can feel the stretch down the back of my thighs, in my hamstrings, which, if you don't know, are on the back of your thighs, muscle that bends your legs. I can even feel that stretch down the back of my low legs, down the back of my calves. As you're ready, you can start to lean forward just a little bit and move the heels out towards the edge of the mat, or just out sideways, and then move your toes out to the side. Your heels again, so that they are on the edge of the mat, and your toes so that the big toe is on the edge of the mat, but the other toes are off of the mat. Or your feet are just wider than shoulder distance and pointed out at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to start to bend into the knees and come into our yogi squat. And you can play around with how this feels in your hips. Bend from one side, the other. You can open your hip here. I'm just moving my arms out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. But you can keep your arms down to the ground if that feels better for you. I think it feels nice to play with going down with the hip as well. So if that feels good, you can start to bring the knee down to the ground. If it doesn't feel good, you can always continue to sway back and forth. Play with lifting the hips a little even. And we're going to finally just set them back down. Come back to our wide stance with feet 45-degree angle out. And find some stillness here in our yogi squat. You can use a block to sit on or a stack of books if that feels good for you. Sometimes that can even be a little more grounding, because you can find a little more stillness. Bring heart hands to heart center. Elbows can come to the inside of the knees to help push the knees out. And see if you can notice how your feet are pressed into the ground in this posture. If you can feel that connection, that place right where your feet and your mat or the floor or the ground are touching. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. If it's in your practice to sit down from your yogi squat, you can do that. I tend to fall over if I do that, so I like to bring my hands forward, knees come down, swing my legs out to the side and sit down. And we'll bring the legs out long in front of you. If your feet are not at the bottom of your mat, you can walk your hips forward until they are. We'll find a little bit of strength again. So if we inhale the arms up overhead, and then you can start to bring them forward as you slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time, using your core, abdominal muscles. Just slowly lower your body down to the ground. Maybe you can hear the vibration in my voice. Maybe you can't, I don't know. As my body shakes from me trying to slowly lower down. There we go. Oh, when you make it here, take a long, slow, deep breath. In and out. Bring the knees into the chest. And rock from side to side here. Yourself a little back massage. reach your hands through the inside of the knees for the outside of the feet. Coming into happy baby. This is one of my favorite places in yoga, is in happy baby. If you'd like, you can always rock from side to side, massaging the hips, the low back. You can bring the way I like to come out of happy baby is to bring the feet together, pull the feet towards you for a little bit of a, I guess, reclined cobbler's pose or butterfly, just to get a little inner thigh stretch. And then you can let the feet go. Knees come into chest, rock from side to side. And then let the knees come over to the left side. If this feels like too much of a stretch for your back today, you can come back to center, let the feet come to the ground, and then let the knees fall over to the left. If you'd like a little more of a twist, you can bring the left hand to the outside of the right thigh and or straighten the bottom leg. Whatever's in your practice today. And then you can turn your head to the right. See if you can keep that right shoulder blade grounded on the mat. And remember those long, slow, deep breaths in. Long, slow, deep breaths out. Bring the head back to center. The knees can come through center and let them fall or go over to the right. Head can turn to the left. Again, same options for how you want to do your twist. Long, slow, deep breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. And bring your head back to center, your knees back to center. You can hug the knees into the chest one more time. And then let the legs come out long. You can bring the legs as wide as the mat or wider or whatever is comfortable for you today. Press the back of the head into the mat. Find space to roll your shoulders back and down your spine, or just tuck your shoulder blades underneath you to help broaden your shoulders, your chest, open in your chest. You can bring the hands out to the side, palms face up, or you can let them rest on your belly, whatever is comfortable for you today. Take a long, slow, deep breath in, the deepest one yet of this practice. And a long, slow, deep breath out. See how slowly you can exhale here. And focus on all of the places now where your body is touching the ground. Your heels, your calves, back of the thigh, your glutes, your middle back and upper back, back of the arms, back of the hands, back of the head. And feel how your body is supported by the ground, the unmoving, stable ground. Allow your body to sink into this safety net, this stability. Find any last areas that are holding on to a little bit of tension, maybe your eyebrows, your jaw, or your hands, or your hips. And just allow all of those areas to feel safe and held here. And allow them to release. Take one last long, slow, deep breath in. long, slow, deep breath out. Allow the thoughts in your head to slide out of the top of your head onto the floor and away from you. And take some time to rest here. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Start to bring some awareness back into your breath. You can roll your head gently from side to side. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Let that movement come into your wrists and ankles. Make little circles, both directions. Let that movement come into your arms and your legs, your knees and your elbows. And then you can bring your legs together out long, arms together overhead, and stretch your fingertips away from your toes for a last long stretch. Bring your knees back into the chest. And gently rock from side to side. Eventually rocking over to one side. You can use your bicep as a pillow. Take a long, slow, deep breath in here. And a long, slow, deep breath out. And you can keep your eyes closed as you push yourself to a seat using the strength of your arms whenever you're ready. Let's take a few breaths together and we'll sigh out on the exhale. So we'll take an inhale and sigh it out. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale. Sigh it out. Inhale. Sigh it out. Bring hands to heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in this practice today and guide you through your body and your breath. I'm so thankful for having you here, and your body is thankful for you showing up today for yourself. I invite you to bring these practices into your daily life if that feels supportive. And to always remember your body and your breath are there for you to tap into and to center and ground yourself. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you.